Peter, good morning. So good having you. Thanks for joining in. These news flows about large oil ETFs or otherwise trying to liquidate their near-term positions now become a bit of a recurrence. How do you read into this, Peter, and what does it tell you about the near-term outlook on crude?
Well, good morning. It's certainly showing one of, I think, much confusion, and certainly we've seen a very, very heavy sell-off in Asian trade this morning. That's continuing to the downside push. You've got that, I think, exacerbated by the United States oil fund. So everyone's mindful of what impact that's having to the market over the last matter of hours. And that further softness, I think, will probably continue, will be possibly in single figures by the end of the day, the way it's trading at the moment. And there just seems to be a concerted push to the downside. There's nowhere to store oil. We understand the demand destruction, and the storyline is very, very evident, and we're all mindful of the situation.
No, so Peter, I think everybody would want to be knowing, what do you think about what could happen in the near term? But keeping in mind all of this, I mean, what's the new normal? Is there a new normal in crude which will be lower than the $40, $50 per barrel price, maybe around $20 per barrel, maybe about 25, maybe around 30, maybe around 15? What do you think is a new normal, or is there a new normal in place?
Well, I think there's a new normal until we get back to some form of consumption that is close to the 100 million barrel a day number. And until you actually get there, then crude's going to be under pressure unless you can take some dramatic hits from a production side. And then you need to see, large curving of production across the big players. So we're mindful that that's going to be introduced in weeks to come, but it's hard to ascertain how quickly that we can rebound to a fully moving economy like we saw only 2 months ago across the globe. So this is uncharted territory, and in turn that creates a lot of angst in the market. And the reality is, it seems to be softer from here, not stronger.
Yeah, well, I think softer from here, not stronger. That's the word coming in from Peter McGuire. Peter, one very quick question. Any comments on the currency, the dollar? You track that very, very closely.
Well, I think there's possibly, this is a big week. We've got BoJ, we've got ECB and Fed meets. So we're conscious of as far as what the BoJ came out with yesterday. I think that US dollar index is going to pretty much be range bound between that 98, 99 to say 101 sort of number. May edge a little bit higher, but over the next matter of days until we hit that non-farm payroll on Friday, I think it's pretty much range bound. Though after that period, I feel as though that we could see some dramatic move over the weekend. So let's just wait and see. It's going to be one surefire week of volatility for currencies, commodities, and certainly the equity markets could take a little bit of a backward step.
Okay, Peter, we'll leave it at that. Thanks much for taking the time out and being with us.